Hello everyone present here. Today, I, Mani Gupta and Abhishek is going to explain you about the flow of our project on Sports Analytics Dashboard. So, I am going to explain you about the Microsoft Azure, basically the ADF part, Azure Data Factory. So here I have created one resource group named resource group demo, in which I have created two resources. One is storage account and one is Azure Data Factory. Firstly, we are going to the storage account. In storage account, I have created one container name demo. In this container demo, I have created one directory named sports, in which I have uploaded all the raw dataset files which we are requiring for our sports analytics dashboard. Now, moving on to the Azure Data Factory. In Azure Data Factory, I have created one pipeline for copying the data from blob storage to on-prem SQL Server. So as you can see, the name of this pipeline is copy data from blob storage to on-prem SQL Server using the three major activity, which are lookup, for each, and copy data activity. Now I am going to explain you about all these three activities one by one. Firstly is the lookup activity. So lookup activity is basically used to retrieve data from various data sources such as SQL Server Management Studio, um, Azure SQL, or Azure Data Lake Storage, or Blob Storage, etc. So here I have provided the name for the lookup activity, and in this part, I have provided the source dataset for this lookup activity, which is SQL Server Table 1. So now I am opening this dataset. So as you can see in this dataset, I have used the linked service name SQL Server on-prem. So as you can also see the test connection. Now I'm going to test the connection. So it is showing the connection is successful. So I have also used the integration runtime as IR self-host, which is basically used when we are dealing with cloud to on-prem or on-prem to cloud. And here I have taken the table name or schema name as dynamic. We can also preview the data by giving the table name or the schema name. So as you can see, I am giving the schema name and the table name as lookup register. We can also preview the data of lookup register table, which I have created in SSMS. As you can see, here are the table IDs and here are the table names. This table I have created in SSMS, as you can see here in this software SQL database. Now, moving on to the pipeline. As you can see, I have provided the database as software SQL database, schema name as DBO, and table name as lookup register. Now, moving on to the for each activity. For each activity is used to multiple time performs some activity until its termination. So in for each activity, I have given the name, and in settings, I have given the sequential, because we are doing in copying the data in sequential order. In for each activity, I have used the copy data activity. In copy data activity, basically I have provided the source and the sink. So for the sink part, I have used the source data set as delimited txt1, and in this I have given the file name using the concat function to concat the multiple files. Now I am opening this data set. So in this data set, I have used the linked services Azure Blob Storage. Here also we can see the test connection. As you can see, the connection is successful. So here I have given the file path as demo as the container, sports as the directory, and file name I have given as dynamically because there are multiple files present here. So we can also preview data for this. We can if I want to preview the data for this player1.csv, then we can copy the name of this file and paste it here. and we are able to preview the data set for that file, as you can see here. Now, moving on to the sync part in copy data activity, I have used the sync data set as SQL Server Table 1. And in this, I have given the database as software SQL database and the schema name as staging layer, and the table names I have assigned dynamically. Now I am opening this data set in which I have used the link service as SQL Server on-prem and integration runtime as IR self-host. Now, by this, I have also enabled the table option as auto created, so that when the tables are created in the SSMS, it got created automatically in the staging layer. As you can see here, all the raw data set is created in the table format in the staging layer. Now, you can see the lookup register table also here with the table ID and table name. Now we have also performed some stored procedures on it to convert this staging layer table to the DBO layer, which is the transformed version, by removing the null values, leading and trailing spaces, and performing all the transformed activity and copying the data in the DBO layer. So from now onwards, my friend Abhishek will carry forward the presentation. Over to Abhishek.
Yeah, thank you, Mani. Now you can stop sharing your screen.
Okay. Abhishek, now you can share.
Okay. Okay, Mani, is my screen is visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay. So as discussed above, we have created a database named the soft which SQL database, in which we have created the STG layer database, and from where we converted the STG layer database to the DBO layer database. Firstly, we have created a lookup register. Firstly, we have created a lookup register here, and we have given the table ID with the table name. And now moving to the programmability section, we have created the some stored procedures like the DBO to converting the staging from the DBO. Here we have created the SQL program which creates the staging layer from the DBO, and we have created the removing lead trail space, and we have also created the removing null values from the database. And now moving towards our the Power BI part. This, this is our Power BI part, and now moving it towards its data view. This is the data view that of our country, and we have made the 6 tables. You can see here we have made the 6 table. These are the table rows and columns. And these are the experience weight, minute plates, player names, team, win loss records, TC. And now moving to the model view, that we have created a model view that for our the tables. And this is the model view that is basically a one-to-one relationship or a star relationship of our model. And now moving to the report view that of our dashboard. Basically, we have created the 4 reports pages. First one is the home page, second one is the player dashboard, third one is team dashboard, and fourth one is the overall dashboard. Okay. Now this one is the title. This one is the detail of our project, that what we have to do. First, we have to monitor the player performance, team statistics, and the game outcome, for which we have made the player dashboard. And now second, we have to visualize the sports KPI like player rating, team ranking, and performance trend. And the third one is the analyze the player efficiency, shot accuracy, and win-loss record. Now moving towards the and here we have created a button player dashboard and for for the team dashboard. And now on clicking the player dashboard, we are moving to the player dashboard. From here, this is the title of the page, and from here we can select the player and see that their performance and the statistics data. Like this shows the player name, and it shows the player team This shows the team name, and this shows the team logo. This shows the player name, and here's the country. This this graph shows that the player age and height, weight, and it shows the player country name. This shows the win and loss record of the player, and it shows the player rating overall out of 5, and it shows the accuracy percentage, like the shot accuracy percentage out of 100. And this graph shows the experience year, games played, and efficiency rating. While this graph shows the minute played, assist point score, and the rebounds taken by the player. We can change the data from here to move to the any player. Now moving to us. Now moving towards the team dashboard. Now this is the overall team dashboard. Here we can see the overall team performance. Basically, we have selected the team Atlanta Hawks, or we can select any team. Just like we have selected the Boston Celtics. Here we can see that the how many player number of male player and female player. Here we can see that the efficiency rating out of 200. Here we can see that the win and loss record. Here we can see that the experience here, games played, and assist, number of assists taken. Here we can see that the number of the 17 and overall the team rank out of 17. Here we can see that the country name that from which the team belongs, and here we can see that the points scored, rebounds, shot accuracy, and assist. And here we can see a detailed information about the player ID, player name, games played, efficiency rating, assists, point scored, and rebound, shot accuracy of the team. And here we can see that the player rating, overall the team player rating out of 5. Yeah. Now moving to the overall dashboard. Here we can see that the overall dashboard of the total players of the teams, total player and the total teams of the sports. That we have the total 85 number of players, and the total countries which are participating in the team, that is a 25. And here is a height and weight ratio which we can select by the gender wise. Just for example, if you select the male ratio, then the graph will change, and if you select the female ratio, then the graph will show something different. This will show the point score and experience. It will show the point experience by country. And here we can see that the which country is on the top. Like the Sweden scored the most number of points. And from here we can see that the shot accuracy of the players by their age. And here we can see that the point scored, rebound, shot accuracy, and assists by the country name and the player name. We can also change the data as similar for the male also. Okay. So this was our project, Sports Analytic Dashboard. Thank you.